Kamu nacho, Bangladesh. Because I think they had some verbal orders that were contradictory and not stamped into Bangladesh. So we had to stay between the borders.
আসসালামু আলাইকুম, আমি মাজদাক চৌধুরী আপনাদের মাঝে বাইকার আড্ডাতে চলে এসেছি আজকে পোল্যান্ড থেকে একটি কাপল বাইকারদেরকে নিয়ে। আজকে তাদের সাথে আপনাদেরকে পরিচয় করে দিব এবং তাদের কাছ থেকে শুনবো তাদের গল্প, তাদের পোল্যান্ড থেকে বাংলাদেশ পর্যন্ত আসার গল্প এবং তারা দুজনই দুইটা বাইক চালিয়ে এ পর্যন্ত এসেছে এবং এখন তাদের প্ল্যান বাংলাদেশ তারা ঘুরে দেখবে অ্যান্ড এরপর দেখা যাচ্ছে তারা আরও কিছু দেশ অতিক্রম করে তারা সামনের দিক যাবে, যেহেতু তাদের উদ্দেশ্যটা হচ্ছে বিশ্বভ্রমণ। So first of all, I would like to ask you, how are you guys? How are you doing?
Thanks, we're fine. We're wonderful.
Thank you so much. And so এখন আমি আপনাদেরকে পরিচয় করে দিতে যাচ্ছি হ্যানা এবং জ্যাকের সাথে। তারা বেসিক্যালি পোল্যান্ড থেকে এসেছে অ্যান্ড তাদের একটা বেসিক্যালি যে সোশ্যাল মিডিয়া হ্যান্ডেল সেটা হচ্ছে ওয়ান মোর এডিবি। তাদের সম্পর্কে আপনারা যদি জানতে চান, ওয়ান মোর এডিবিতে আপনারা সার্চ করলে দেখা যাচ্ছে পাবেন। তাদের ওয়েবসাইটও আছে এবং তাদের সোশ্যাল মিডিয়া হ্যান্ডেলটা হচ্ছে ওয়ান মোর এডিবি। সো হ্যানা, হাউ আর ইউ ফার্স্ট অফ অল?
Fine, very good, thank you.
Jack, how are you?
Oh, perfect, thank you.
So how was your experience so far in Bangladesh?
So we are only 3 days in Bangladesh. We had a really long stay at the border. But afterwards, we were well received by people.
Okay, so I'll come to the Bangladesh part again later. First, I would like to know, how did you actually think of starting a world ride or an overlanding trip with 2 motorcycles?
That was a longer process. Actually, we were hardworking people. We were having our own business. And we were always dreaming about riding on motorcycles for a longer trip. But we only wanted to ride the Silk Road, as this is something very special in our culture. So that was our dream. We were always saying, one day we'll do that, one day we'll do that. At a certain point, we realized that we always say we will always do that, but one day we'll start saying we never did it. And that was the day that we decided that we cannot wait anymore, so we have to do something to do that. Then it's a long story of how we changed our lives to make it possible. But at first we started only to ride the Silk Road. Then on the way, we started to think that this kind of life is actually something that we really enjoy, that we are learning a lot, that we are getting to know other cultures, other people. And that was so positively overwhelming.
Basically, initially you started with the idea of doing the Silk Route.
Yes.
And then you extended it to a world ride, round the world trip, is it?
Yes.
Okay. So how many countries have you been so far?
44 together.
44.
Yes.
Including Bangladesh?
Including Bangladesh.
If you don't mind, could you share the route that you've actually come along, starting till Bangladesh? What was your route plan?
Yeah, so we started from Poland. We went north Poland just to test our equipment and all the accessories that we were carrying. We wanted to be sure that all our stuff is suitable for a long-term journey. Then from Poland we moved to Slovakia, Hungary, Romania.
And we crossed Europe very fast.
So you've done the European countries, and I'm sure you've done that before as well, right?
Yeah, so the European countries, we've done very fast. Then when we crossed Turkey.
We spent in Turkey 2 months, and in Iran 3 months, in Pakistan 6 months, in India 4 months, and next was Nepal and 3 months. Now we are in Bangladesh.
Okay. So the reason behind the duration of the countries that you are staying at, some of them are 3, some of them are 4, 6, what do you define it by? Do you have a pre-planned itinerary that you would be staying in this country for this long, or is it once you enjoy the country you start spending more time?
We usually have pins on the map of places we want to visit, but then there are other formal issues like the length of visa, for example. This is something that can really stop us from staying somewhere. Some visas can be extended, some visas cannot be extended. Some countries are more welcoming, some countries are less welcoming. There is a lot of reasons.
Maybe the reason is low is for tourists.
When did you actually start your trip? How long has it been?
September 22. Yeah, so it's now 2 years already.
Okay, so you've been on the road since last 2 years.
Yes.
Yeah, but this is on this journey. We travel a lot before.
On bikes?
Yeah, on bikes also.
Okay. So what bike are you riding right now, the both of you?
Hanna's bike is a Honda Sierra 300 Rally, and my bike is a Yamaha Tenere D7.
T7. All right. So have you faced any difficulties so far on the road, like any problems, any breakdowns with your bike, or any other issues?
Well, actually, Jack is he's also a well-skilled mechanic.
Oh, okay.
So he prepared our bikes really excellent. And we are doing some regular maintenance.
So before this trip, what was the last big trip that you have done?
North Macedonia, Bosnia, Serbia, Slovenia, these countries.
The Balkan countries.
Yeah.
This is for one month.
Yeah.
Just one.
Okay.
Yes. Before we did this Vietnam trip, also from the Hanoi, we went to Saigon by road. The Vietnam I did by myself more than 12 years ago already. So yeah.
So far, like this is the biggest trip that you are
Yeah.
on.
Yes.
And what do you guys do for your living?
As of now, we have some passive income that allows us to travel Asia. It would be not enough for some Western countries, but Asia is okay. We also develop our YouTube channel, One More ADV. We are also working for some brands. We produce content, motorcycle-related content.
The content that you prepare, is it in English or is it in your native language?
As for our channel, we do two languages. Like we talk between us, we talk in Polish, but everything is translated to English. There are always subtitles, so everybody can understand.
Use automatically.
What actually inspired you to get on the road and travel multiple countries and overland? Probably the first time you've been through all the Asian countries or the subcontinent. Have you been to these countries before?
We've been to some of these countries. For example, India, I'm coming since 2004, every couple of years.
Okay.
But actually, we were always travelers. Actually, Jack is motorcyclist since he was a kid. I became much later. Like I'm riding for now 14 years. Our travel is based on dreams. We always wanted to travel. It's just in everyday life of entrepreneur, you don't have that much opportunity. You have to take care of your business, right? And we were having e-commerce business, which is developing very fast. You have to develop all the time. So we couldn't afford more than 3 months for traveling. And while we were traveling for these short-term travels, we always met some people. As long as they wanted to stay, they could stay because they had time. We didn't have time. So that was the main reason we didn't travel more. But travels were always in our mind. We were preparing for this trip for a long time.
So, so far, which country did you like the most? Which was the most welcoming and which was not the most welcoming?
No, it's like, we enjoy...
A basic idea, just a basic idea.
Yeah, we enjoy every country. And when you see the map, you see countries. Borders are just the kind of social agreement that here is the line. Here is the border. And actually, in our travel, we discovered the most valuable truth for me, that all the people are the same. We all want our family to grow. We want happiness for our family. We want better life for children, things like that. So all people are the same. And the countries, when I'm saying they are more welcoming or less welcoming, some countries, I think administration is not so well prepared to receiving people from outside. Some people even, that's something also that I realized. Some people in some places, they don't even have the idea that you can travel to get to know the world, to explore. People are living the life of survival. They are going to work, earning money, then they are actually going to sleep, and this is like every day like that. If they travel to the nearest city to make some documents, to sign some documents or something like that. So they don't know this world, right?
Still, I would like to ask you specifically about certain things, such as like throughout the trip, where did you enjoy the food the most?
What's your favorite place for food?
My food?
Yeah.
I in Vietnam.
Vietnam.
Yeah.
Because I love fresh vegetable and, for example, fresh salad, fresh bread. Here in this region, it's cooked. Everything is cooked many times.
Yeah, it's well cooked.
It's well
Sometimes
cooked.
overcooked.
Okay.
Sometimes overcooked and fried a lot.
Yes.
If something is too spicy, for me it's not good because I don't feel taste. For example, if I cross the border to Bangladesh, for me your food is better than in India because it's less spicy. Then I can feel your taste.
So you're saying that Indian food is more spicy
Yeah.
than
it's more
Bangladeshi.
spicy. Yeah.
So
It's different. This is not easy to compare it.
I know.
Yeah.
What about the landscapes?
So the most overwhelming landscapes for us till now were, I think, in Pakistan and northern India, Ladakh. Yeah.
Okay.
Then-
But you cannot actually
I know.
compete with Himalayas.
No,
you
no,
cannot.
no.
Yes.
It's not about
yeah.
competition. It's
Yeah.
just about where you felt.
Yeah.
Where you felt better or the best. It's like you see something and you feel
Yeah.
like, okay, this is very nice. So that is the experience
Yes.
that I'm actually looking for. So what about people? Hospitality. Where did you find the hospitality the most?
Bangladesh is a
I think all Muslim people show a lot of hospitality. In India, we didn't meet so many Muslims, but now Bangladesh, people are really so open-hearted because Western people are very distant.
Let
Yeah.
us spend some time in Bangladesh. We
Yeah.
can talk about.
Yes.
Okay. As far as I've heard from you,
Yeah.
you said that entering Bangladesh was a big challenge. Like you had
Yeah.
to stay in the no man's land because Bangladesh was not letting you enter with your bikes.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
could you elaborate on that matter? What exactly happened?
Well, that is very confusing because we travel with carnet de passage, which is official document allowing us to enter some countries that agreed that this document will replace the temporary import document. But suddenly on this border, the custom officers, they said that Bangladesh is not part of this convention, is not part of this agreement, and that they cannot let us in. So we were insisting on them because we had this information that we can enter. And it took them a lot of time to figure out what to do with us because I think they had some verbal orders that were contradictory. Sooner or later, the border was closed. That's why we had to stay in no man's land. We were stamped out from India and not stamped into Bangladesh. So we had to stay between the borders. But then the next day, again, approached them. They started to look for solution. They already knew that we are really dedicated to entering Bangladesh, so they started to show hospitality. They gave us food, they gave us coffee, they took us to AC room while they were dealing with the documents. Yeah. So in the end, they gave us the temporary import document and allowed us to go with our bikes. Yeah.
So after that, you've been in Khulna, right?
Yes.
And now you're in Dhaka.
Yes.
So so far it's been 3 days that you are in Bangladesh. And
Yes.
where are you looking forward to go next? In
we
Bangladesh?
we would like to go to Cox's Bazar. Maybe we will get back to Sundarbans. Then I think we would like to spend some time in the hills, but we've heard recently there are some riots, so maybe it's not the best time to go.
My last question to you guys,
Yeah.
like after Bangladesh, where are you gonna head to?
I will get back to India, cross Nepal, go to Tibet, China, move to Laos.
Thank you so much for giving us your precious time, and I hope that you would be enjoying your time that is coming in the upcoming days in Bangladesh.
Thanks for having us here.
Pleasure
Thanks
is
for
ours.
having us in Bangladesh. And for everybody watching, please visit our social media, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, all of them as the name handle One More ADV. Thanks
you.
a lot. Baro Tagban. Allah Hafiz.